Taking time now to slow down and settle the body. Sitting in a comfortable position, checking that you're balanced on the left and the right sides. Hands are on your knees in a mudra of your choice, and the spine is straight and head and neck are aligned. Eyes and mouth are lightly closed. And take a long, deep inhalation now. Very slowly. And as you exhale, gently release all of the events of the day. And again, another long, deep, slow inhalation. And this time, when you exhale, disconnect yourself from any conversations you've had today, whatever form they've taken. Let all these interactions go. And again, another long, slow inhalation. And this time, when you release the breath, also release any thoughts or feelings of obligation of things you need to do outside of the class, and allow yourself to be right here and right now. There's nothing else you need to do right at this present moment. Bringing the awareness now back to the natural breath and observing how the natural breath, the natural spontaneous breath, fills the abdomen and the chest with air on the inhalation. And on the exhalation, the chest subsides and the abdomen subsides. There's nothing you need to do with the breath. Allow it to slow and work on its own. Now bring the awareness to the eyebrow center. And at this point, visualize a steady candle flame. And visualize the light from that candle flame washing down from the eyebrow center throughout the body, instilling a feeling of peace throughout the body and the mind. And holding this visualization, we'll now chant Om 3 times, Om Shanti, and the Shanti mantra to pay respect to our traditions and to each other so that we can all learn together with goodwill. Breathing in first for Om chanting. Om. Om. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinadvatitamastu Mavet Vishavahe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. And just staying in the same position. The theme of this class is all about slowing down. So, as we go through the practices, please slow each round down and try and coordinate the breath with the movement so that you can achieve a body breath mind connection that helps to bring stillness within. We're going to begin in what is known as the Sphinx pose. So come down and lie on the front of the body. See if I can get a bit further. So lying down with the hands at shoulder height with the palms facing down. Feet are together. So either keep the toes or the heels together as that helps to support the back. Bring the forehead to the floor. Inhale, and without pushing on the floor, gently raise and curl the back and hold for 3 breaths. Then exhale, gently bringing the head back to the floor. Complete 4 rounds in total and work within your range of movement. If this isn't right for you, please do another practice. But your pelvis should be on the floor. So it's just a very subtle back bend. After you've completed 5 rounds, come back into Shashankasana, the child posture. Just observing the effects of the practice. Our next practice is called the melting heart posture. So what we're going to do is on our hands and knees, our aim is to bring the heart to the floor. So we're stretching, arching the back down, bringing the forehead to the floor, but bringing the chest towards the floor. And you can still breathe in the practice. And then come back into Shashankasana in between. And we'll do 5 rounds of this practice as well. So sliding forward, arching, scooping the back down, bringing the chest towards the floor. And then when you're ready, after your final round and at the end of it in Shashankasan, come back onto the back and lie in Shavasana in the first instance. Releasing the body into the floor. And then bring the knees to the chest, grabbing the arms around the knees, giving them a hug. And then release the lower back. So you might want to do circles, or you could just rock from side to side. And continue doing that until you feel a release from the previous practices. And then when you're ready, bring the soles of the feet down. We're going to do a bridge posture now. So feet not too close to the buttocks, so to give yourself some room. Placing the hands palm down underneath the buttocks. And we'll do this in a few stages. And to do this, press through the feet. So we'll just raise just a little, pelvis just a little bit off the floor first. So inhale, gently raise, just gradually off the floor. And then release. And we'll go to that same level again. Inhale. Raise the pelvis. Exhale, release to the floor. And then we'll go a little bit higher, but not the full way. So inhale again, a little bit higher. Exhale, release, and same to that same level again. Inhale, raising the pelvis. Exhale, releasing the pelvis to the floor. And then in the final stage, we'll go as high as we can without straining or injuring ourselves. So pushing right through the feet, raising the pelvis up as high as you can. And we'll do this 3 times. So holding and then exhaling, bringing the pelvis down. Complete another 2 times. On the final round, hold for a bit longer than the others. And you can still breathe in the practice while you've raised the pelvis too. Just observing what's happening in the body and the mind from this practice. And when you've completed the practice, come back down into Shavasana. Observing what's happening, the effects of the practice. And now bring the feet in front of the buttocks and bring the hands to the heart space. Inhale, and then when you exhale, bring the feet together, the soles of the feet together to allow the knees to fall towards the floor, and then bring the palms up above the head as you exhale. Inhale, bring the hands back to the heart space, knees together. complete another 4 rounds, really slowing this down and working with the breath and observing the opening of the hips, the lengthening of the torso. Do your final round, come back into Shavasana. For our next posture, bring the right foot flat on the floor in front of the buttocks, and then bring the left ankle just above the right knee, so it's crossed over. Inhale and lift the leg up, the knee, so it brings the lift the right knee, so it brings the left ankle towards and the left leg towards the body. And you can with your hands, you can grasp around the right leg to help it, or you can just allow the right leg to do it itself. Again, not pushing or straining, but there should be a gentle pressure. And then exhale, bringing the right foot to the floor and the left foot to the floor, and do the practice on the left leg. So bringing the right ankle across the left thigh, just above the knee. And then inhaling, bringing the left knee towards the body so that it also brings the right leg. Feel the stretch in the thigh. And we'll complete another 4 rounds on each side. So bringing the left foot back to the floor, uncrossing the right leg, and completing the practice again using the right leg. Really slowing it down. As you reach towards your final round, at the end, come back into Shavasana. Allow the body to melt into the floor. Observe the movement of energy around the body from what we've done so far. And then when you're ready, come up into a sitting position, crossing the legs. And we're going to do a sitting side bend or sitting side stretch. So to begin with, place the left hand next to the left buttock, palm facing down. Then with the right hand, let's move over a little bit, with the right hand with the palm facing up, inhale and bring it over the head and stretch across the body. And you can bend the elbow on the left side to give you more leverage. And try not to go forward or back. Try to stay aligned. And then come back to center, placing the right hand by the right buttock, and then bringing the left hand, palm facing up, over the head, stretching the left side of the body. Moving very slowly. And we'll complete 5 rounds on each side. As you bring it over, exhaling. As you bring the hand back to the floor. Working with the breath. And then after you finish your final rounds, just come back to stillness. The same posture in which we began the practices. Gently close the eyes and return to the natural breath. And again, just observing the effects of all the practices so far. Our final practice, final asana will be a neck rotation. So be very gentle and move very smoothly with the neck and just feel out your range of movement in the first few rounds. So just checking in with your posture, so head and neck are aligned and spine is straight. Inhale, and when you exhale, bring the chin to the chest and bring the right ear to the right shoulder, not lifting the shoulders, but keeping them back and down, relaxed. Inhale, bringing the head back behind the body to where is comfortable for you, and then bringing the left ear to the left shoulder. Exhaling as you bring the chin to the chest again. Complete up to 5 rounds of this practice in each direction. Again, really slowing it down. Working with the breath, synchronizing with the breath. And observing what's happening in the neck for you. And resisting the urge to race through. And then when you are at your final round and taking your own time, come back to where we began and just observe. And when you're ready, we'll begin our pranayama practice. So if you want to sit on a cushion, whatever's right for you. Our pranayama practice for this class will be Nadi Shodhana, just because it's a really great way to slow down the mind and the breath and the body. So again, checking in with your posture, shoulders are back and down but relaxed. Bringing the right hand to the face with the first and middle finger at the eyebrow center. Covering the right nostril with the right thumb. Very gently and slowly inhale through the left nostril to the eyebrow center. Then cover the left nostril with the ring finger and cover the right nostril. Exhale out of the right nostril. Very slowly. Then inhale through the right nostril to the eyebrow center. Cover the right and cover the left and exhale down out of the left nostril. So it's in through the left, out through the right, in through the right and out through the left. Really allowing the body and the breath to slow down, but not in a way that makes you gasp or run out of air. And we'll do this for a few minutes. So if you need to support your right arm, please do so with your left. And now the next time that you exhale from the left nostril, release the hand and continue the practice through both nostrils. Now release the practice completely and prepare for the practice of Yoga Nidra. So moving very slowly and mindfully, grab what you need, whether that's a cushion to put under your knees to support the back, or a blanket to cover you to keep you warm as your body temperature will drop as you become more relaxed. Whatever you need to make yourself comfortable, please do so now. Lying on the back in Shavasana with the legs hip width apart and all tensions released from the legs, the ankles, and the feet, allowing them just to flop to the sides. And the arms are a little bit away from the body with the palms facing the sky. There's balance between the right and left sides of the body. Take a long, deep inhalation now, very gently and mindfully and slowly. And as you exhale in the same manner, allow the body to melt even further into the floor. And take another long, deep inhalation now. And this time, as you exhale, release any remaining tension in the body. Release any expression on the face, any tightness in the jaw or behind the eyes. Let it all go. And returning now to the natural breath. Feel the body's contact against the floor. Feel the heels against the floor. Feel the contact of the back of the legs and the buttocks against the floor. Feel the back of the hands, the arms and the shoulders against the floor. And feel the back and the spine as it presses against the floor. And feel the contact of the back of the neck and the back of the head against the floor. And observe how all of these different points of contact create one singular plane of contact between the body and the floor. Become aware now of sounds. Listen for sounds that are far off in the distance first. And rather than identifying or naming the sounds, just move your awareness from one sound to the next as you hear it. And bring the sound awareness just a little closer now to sounds outside the room where you are. Again, moving the awareness from sound to sound. Move the awareness now to sounds inside the room where you are. And move the sound awareness now to sounds inside the body, beginning with the sound and the sensation of the heartbeat. Move the sound awareness now to the sound and the sensation of the natural breath. Release the sound awareness now and call to mind your Sankalpa or positive intention if you have one. Mentally repeat it 3 times now. We'll now rotate the awareness around the body. So please listen to my instructions, and when I say the name of a body part, place your awareness there, visualize that part, and mentally repeat the name of that part. We'll begin first with the right side of the body and the right hand thumb. First finger, second, third, and little finger, palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the waist, right hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, heel, ankle, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Moving now over to the left side of the body with the left hand thumb. First finger, second, third, and little finger. Palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the waist, left hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, heel, ankle, sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Moving now to the back of the body with the heels, the back of the legs, the buttocks, the small of the back, the middle of the back, the shoulder blades, the space between the shoulder blades, the back of the neck, and the entire spinal column, the back of the head, and the crown of the head. Moving around now to the face with the forehead, the eyebrows, and the eyebrow center, the temples, the eyes, the nose, the ears, the cheeks, the lips, the jaw, the chin, the throat, the collarbones, and the pit of the throat, the right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, and the center of the chest, the right side of the abdomen, the left side of the abdomen, and the navel, the right side of the pelvis, the left side of the pelvis, and the groin, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, both arms together, the whole torso, the whole neck, the whole head, the whole front of the body, the whole back of the body, the whole body. Have a sense now, all at once, all at once, the whole body. Release the body rotation now and bring the awareness back to the natural breath. Observe how subtle the natural breath has become. Observe the rise and fall of the navel as it responds to the natural breath. We'll now add a visualization to the natural breath. With each inhalation, visualize that you are drawing in a soft, pale blue light, cool, clear, and weightless, filling your lungs quietly. And then as you exhale, visualize that light transforming into tiny silver sparks, drifting away on the stillness of the air. In blue light, out silver sparks. Let this simple cycle gently guide you inward. And if the mind wanders, use the breath like an anchor to bring it back to the practice. Release the breath visualization now, and instead feel the following opposite sensations in the body. The body is feeling cooler and cooler. The body feels as though it's lying down on a cool sheet of marble. You feel the coolness of the marble against your back. The body's feeling cooler and cooler, like it's lying on a cool sheet of marble. Release the feeling of coolness now, replacing it instead with a feeling of heat. The body's feeling hotter and hotter. The body feels a gentle golden glow radiating from the heart center. The body's feeling hotter and hotter, feeling the gentle golden glow radiating from the heart center. Release this feeling of heat now and replace it instead with a feeling of heaviness. The body is feeling heavier and heavier. The body feels as though it's sinking into a dense cushion of velvet. The body is feeling heavier and heavier, like it's sinking into a dense, plush cushion of velvet. Release the feeling of heaviness now and replace it instead with a feeling of lightness. The body is feeling lighter and lighter. The body feels as though it's a single feather floating on the breeze. The body feels lighter and lighter, like it's a single feather floating on the breeze. And release this feeling of lightness now, and release all of these sensations completely. And allow the body to come back to its usual state. But instead now come to the space of the mind, the space behind the closed eyes, also known as Chittakash. And in this space, see, imagine, visualize or create the following objects and images. You are lying on a smooth bed of polished stone deep within a hidden crystal cavern. Around you towering crystal formations emit a soft glow, pale lavender at the base, shifting to silvery moonlight at the tips. The air is cool and gently humid, carrying a faint mineral sweetness, undercut by the crisp scent of rain. With each inhalation, you draw in that cool, charged air, feeling it fill your lungs like liquid starlight. And with each exhalation, you release a whisper of warm breath that stirs the crystal's glow into tiny pulses. Beneath you, the stone is firm but yielding, as if the cavern itself is cradling you. Every point of contact, your heels, your elbows, the back of your head is soothed by the stone's even support. Above, the crystalline ceiling arches high, each facet reflecting your own form 1,000 times over, inviting you to dissolve into stillness. There is no sound, but the gentle echo of your breath and the soft hum of the crystals tuning into your presence. Time expands, and each second stretches into minutes. Each breath slows to an eternal pause. In this luminous sanctuary, your mind and body merge with the calm resonance of the cavern. You rest here, fully held by the crystalline hush, embraced by the light, and at peace in this slowly unfolding sacred space. And now taking this feeling of peace with you, you come back to the mat in the room where you are and call to mind your Sankalpa, or positive intention if you have one. Mentally repeat it 3 times now. And you begin to feel the breath again in the body. And though it's slow and deep, you begin to feel the movement it creates. You feel on the inhalation that it moves the back against the floor. And as you check in with your body now, you observe the stillness that's been created compared to how it was at the beginning of the practice. The practice of Yoga Nidra is coming to an end. Begin to remember the details of the room where you are. Remember the color of the walls and floor, the color of your mat, and remember the time of day. Begin to hear the sounds around you and remember the world attached to those sounds. Make small movements with the fingers and the toes, very gently and slowly allowing the body to externalize. Move and stretch in a way that works for you. There is no rush. You may like to bring the knees to the chest to release the back, or bring the arms above the head for a full body stretch. Whatever is right for you in this moment. You may even like to roll on the right side for a few moments. And then, when taking your own time, very slowly and gently come up to a comfortable sitting position, keeping the eyes closed or downcast to maintain the peaceful state you've created. And in a comfortable sitting position, bring the awareness now very gently up to the eyebrow center and observe there, visualizing a steady candle flame and allowing the light and peace from that flame to cascade throughout the body. And now that you are completely light, we'll chant Om 3 times and Om Shanti to conclude our practice. Breathing in. Om. 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.